How's it going? I hope you're all doing good. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Well, it wasn't not necessarily happy, you know. Obviously the passing away of Steve and his funeral today, you know. It was good reception though, good reception. Fair play to people that went up to it. Fair play. Obviously still a lot of talk about who's going to take the manager's job at the end of the season. Then the Mourinho talk, and then other managers talk of shit as well. But look at Sunday, we should smash them. Should smash them. I'd say I'm gonna go for as I said the other night when I came on Monday night, I'm gonna say 2-1. 2-1. I think we're gonna Edouard's gonna do a bit of damage there. I say James Forrest as well, what a nice goal. Never know. But yeah, he's gonna ask me questions. I'll be on for about an hour, and then I'll be jumping off, going to bed like everybody else. But I hope you're all doing good. I appreciate it. Would you like if Mourinho became manager? Yeah, I would. I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you. I think we'd attract good players, noble players, you know. I think before he's on his ask, I didn't watch the Ajax and Spurs game tonight. I just said, no, fuck it, I'm not bothered, like, you know. So, yeah, I might watch a bit of Europa League tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do a few Q&As. No, I didn't watch the Spurs game. Didn't watch it. I heard it was unbelievable. Congratulations to Tottenham. Fuck Ajax. Lenny and Mourinho. Probably Lenny loves the club inside out and all that. Passionate man. Mr. Celtic through and through, but he needs, as I said before, he needs to win the game on Sunday and win the cup to and getting a good performances in there as well. Like standard of football needs to be a bit better. So that's what I'd say about Lenny. Hopefully, never say never. But yeah, as I said, throw the questions in. I'm more welcome to throw the questions in. Don't be afraid to ask me a couple of questions. You know. Don't be afraid at all. There's 2 seconds now. But just want to give a couple of shout outs. So whoever's watching, Lacey Lou, Jacob, Cameron, Aaron, Paul, Evan, Jamie, Tegan, Tiani, Darren, Embo. Tiani, it sounds like an Italian name or something, doesn't it? Sounds like an Italian name, but you're welcome anyway. You're welcome, you know. Daniel Dabara, you know. Dabara. How's it going? I hope you're all doing good, you know. But as I said, look at, I want to get used to think, right? So what I done the other day, I put a team together. Celtic team from the year 2000 up to present, a squad now. This is not all the Seville squad. I put a player, like mixture of all players, like obviously from 2000 up to present European team. So I'm gonna let you pick the keeper. Which keeper would you put in goal between the year 2000 to now for Champions League game? Who would you go? Would you go Fraser Foster, Arthur Borich, Craig Gordon, Ralph Douglas, David Marshall? Who would you go? Borich. Foster. This is getting interesting. Howdy goalie. Fraser Foster. I'm going to tell you my squad. I'm going to go bit by bit through this. Explain the team I picked. It was a tough team. I could have made 2, 3 or 4 squads out of it, but now it's from the year 2000 up to present. So I didn't go all out and pick the whole Seville squad. I didn't. I made it like kind of blended out. I went with Fraser Foster. The reason why I went with Fraser Foster because he has tall figure in goal, had a stormer performances against Barcelona. He had a clean sheet record for Celtic as well. Don't get me wrong, Arthur Borich was heroic in against Manchester United, obviously against Spartak Moscow in the penalty shootout as well. Done some good saves, Stephen Cluxton. But we'll move on. Obviously, Borage is a legend. I had Borage on my bench. First, I went with Fraser. I just thought Fraser was just a big joint. Borage is a legend. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, loved Borage. I met Borage before. You know, Curtin Cole up top. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it was a whole team of Curtin Coles. You never know. So I'll do the questions in a couple of minutes. If people are asking me questions, I do apologise. So left back. Who do you think I went left back? Who would you put in your left back from the year 2000 up to now for Celtics for Champions League squad, all time Champions League squad? Okay, so people are saying KT. Is it all gonna be KT? Is it? Is it gonna be someone else? Oh, they're all going KT. Let me see. I'll give you a minute. Give us all a minute to type whatever you think. Let me see, go on. KT. KT. Right. I'm gonna go do less in a minute because like, I'm very impatient, so I'll go with I did go with Kieran Tierney. I thought with Tierney, obviously pace, had an amazing performance against Man City in the Champions League when it was our fourth season under Brennan. He's just good passion, good for getting up the wing, good for swinging the balls. Probably the best left back. Him and Andy Robertson will be up there in the world. Probably 3 or 4 best left backs in the world. So I'd go with I went with KT, even when Izzy Aguirre was on his game, but KT all day, KT. So right back, who do you think I went right back? Let me see who's picked right back. So it's from the year 2000 up to now. From now. Let's see what you have to say. But right back. It doesn't have to be the current squad, it could be previous players. I don't think he's thinking here. Someone's at the saying a good one there. Someone said Hinkle as well. That's a good one. That's a good shout. Mikael Lustig is getting a few mentions. Charger, big cha. How's it going from Greece there? How's it going? I'll tell you who I went with. I actually went with Jackie McNamara, not because he follows the page or anything like that. I went with Jackie because he has just been a true Celtic leader for years. He's so many assists, passionate, not afraid of a tackle. I thought Lustig, I didn't even consider Lustig to be honest with you. I just thought of I actually thought of a Gat and I thought of Jackie, but Jackie got the right back position, you know. Duncan is still on. So the two centre backs. Who do you think I went centre back? The two centre backs. I'll let you just pick one first. Let's see who use. Let me see who his centre back partnership would be. This will be interesting. Let's see. So you can just type the both of them, like, it doesn't really matter, like, you just pick, like, obviously we have massive centre-backs, like Spirchenko, Miyabi, Bobo Valde, Boyate, Simunovic, Christopher Oyer, some good centre-backs we've had, McManus as well, I'm not going to say Codwell, God no. I'm gonna give this another 30 seconds. Now it's from the year 2000. Remember, the year 2000 to now. It's not the Lisbon Lions squad or anything like that. You don't have to pick the whole Seville squad. Just go. Think outside the box here. Think outside the box. Use compare. Compare it all day. Yeah. I just put a whole team of compares together. I did. Where's Marvin's? You know, where's Marvin's? Right, I'm going to tell you this. I went with Bobo Valde. I went with Bobo because Bobo was a solid machine. Bobo Cop was unbelievable. I loved Bobo Valde. I always think of that tackle against Ronaldo. He was just a machine. He was just an absolute machine. And then I went with, obviously, VVD, the most expensive defender in the world now. Second Champions League final in a row with Liverpool. Smash a free kick, smash a header. I'm an absolute tank, Virgil van Dijk. Proved that Celtic was a tank anyway. So it's so just to recap, the team I picked so far: goalkeeper and defence is Fraser Foster, KT left back, Jackie Wright, Bobo, and VVD. So this is where it gets interesting. Left wing, who would you go left wing? So year 2000 to now, left winger for your European 11. Just pick one. Panathinaikos and Celtic, not really. Like, there's not much there. Left wing. Sorry, left wing. Oh, this is interesting now. Some say Knack and some are saying Aidan McGeady. Me mam. Could be me mam. Thinky. James is right wing. James plays right wing. This will be good. Just love cards, by the way, if you never walk alone. Jack Hendry. Someone said Alan Thompson. Geez, this day's gone down too quick. Right. The time is up. I went with Shunsuke Nakamura. I had to go with the man from Japan. Obviously, Manchester United goal, bang a free kick in, quite disciplined, a legend. Scored obviously in Old Trafford as well. How's it going, Johnny? He scored in Old Trafford as well. He was just a beast. When you just look at what he's done at European level for Celtic, even domestic league, he was just unbelievable. I didn't even think of Liverpool. I just thought of Jackie. Thought Jackie was the man, you know. Not Jackie, Nake, what the fuck? Nake. So right wing, who do you think I went with? Yeah, obviously the goal against the Huns. He's bad foot. That was unbelievable. Maloney, I thought of Maloney. I did think of Maloney, but Nakamura. Right wing. Who's your right winger? Who would be the man would fit in the right wing? So there was no Aidan McGeady in there, is there? I'm good. So keep the typing. This is not bad. You're all thinking tonight. This is what I like to see. A bit of thoughts about this shit. Because like obviously if you're down the pub or you're there with the lads or something or the girls or whatever, say look, I used to pick an all-time 11 team from 2000 up to now. Who would you play? Like, you know, how's it going? How's it going? I went with James Forrest. Actually, did go with James Forrest. It was a tough one. It was either between McGeady and Forrest. I went with James Forrest because I think of the goal against Caligandi to get us through. I think of the goals against Rosenberg in a few rounds. I think of the goal against Spartak Moscow away, and then when he scored against Ajax as well. So I went with James Forrest. Obviously, the PFA Player of the Year. He needs a bit of credit, you know. He's been good, you know. That's a good team there, Martin. Fair play. I like to see people type their team, you know. Benkovic hasn't really proved on the European stage for Celtic. I just want to call it out there. So I wouldn't really say Benkovic, but it's a good. That's a good one, you know. That's a good one. Fair play. No, not really Benko. Right, so midfield. Defensive midfielder. Who would be our defensive midfielder? We have a variety of defensive midfielders here. A variety of them. Here, let's see who wins. Let's see what player wins it. Defensive midfielder. Now think about it, you have Neil Lennon in there as well, you have Scott Brown, you have Victor Wanyama, you know, you've good defensive midfielders, you know, Paul Lambert, you know, Roy Keane could be in there, yeah, that's, you know, this is be good. Everybody going for the big Vic, Bruni or Vic, Joe Lely as well. Don't forget about Big Joe. Bruni. Oh, someone actually went for Lenny, Lebanon. Now, guys, you know me team, but don't be leaking it now. The last few players. Right, when you are all writing down who you think, I'm going to do a couple of shoutouts. Who would win in a fight between me and Conor McGregor? Easily Conor McGregor punched the head off me, you know. Me with a couple of whiskeys down me, never say never, you know. I'm sure Conor will watch it and be laughing. Someone said Callum. Can Celtic win all their games? Why not, like? Boost with confidence, bring a few youth in, why not? Don't worry, I'm going to go back to the defensive midfielder in a minute. I'm just going to get a few of these done. Who's for Sam? Obviously the Dubs, 5 in a row hopefully. Sell Tom Rogers for 15 million. No, but get rid of Beaton and get rid of Nietzsche. I'll take that, you know. Look at this. Saluska Chad, Mistardovich Comper, Easy Gear Day. Oh, jeez, that's a good one, man. You're thinking outside the box there, you know. Loads of thoughts on Mourinho, you know. Fair play for Celts. Edda, very good business last night. Send me a good Edda, you know. Tyrone are very good. Tyrone will have a chance. Tyrone. Would you take the guard of honour off the Huns? Yeah, we're champions, of course. In their shithole, of course I would. You know, definitely. Right, I'm going back to the player anyway. Up to Donegal, up to Tyrone, up Armagh, up all the Fermanagh, up everyone. You know, up everyone, up Mayo, up Kerry. Fuck them all. Everybody hates Dublin. Dublin are gonna win it for 5 in a row, right? So, anyways, I picked Bruni. The reason why I went with Bruni is obviously passionate captain. European, he has like most appearances for a Celtic captain in Europe. It's just a hard boy to put in there. Bruni all day. Like I know he hasn't really scored much goals. Like you look back at Bruni's goals in Europe. Obviously his last goal in Europe was against Beersheba at Paradise, and which was a cracker, an absolute cracker. Long term servant, obviously over 550 caps now. Obviously Bruni all day. It was hard between him and Lennon, it really was, and Wanyama. Like I thought about Vic, but I said Vic is only kind of like a 2 seasons, so that's be Bruni. So attacking midfielder, who did I go? We have a variety of this. We have Stuart Armstrong, we have Stilian Petrov, we have Alan Thompson, we have loads ones in there, you know, loads in there. You know, we can't go for 67. Attacking midfielder. Some people are going to say he could go Rodgers, some people are going to say Callum Mack, you know. Now think about it. This is from the year 2000 up to now. So you're gonna have people from Seville, you're gonna have people from nowadays. And oh no, I wouldn't go Christie on that one. I give this a Chris comes. So let me see. Yeah, congratulations to Spurs. Fuck Ajax. Congratulations to Tottenham. As much as I think it'd be a good final. I think Liverpool and Spurs would be a good final. I'd like to see obviously Arsenal and Chelsea get to the final as well in Europa. Make it interesting, you know. Make it interesting. I think Eintracht Frankfurt are going to give Chelsea a big game. I think Valencia are just not going to do it. I've seen Endgame. Yeah, I've seen it the first time it came out. Quite good. Yeah, Liverpool to win all day, you know. Liverpool game was quite good game last night. Very shocking. Congratulations, Liverpool. Right, I'm going to tell you who my attacking midfielder is. It's a surprising one, actually, to be honest with you. I went with Alan Thompson ahead of Stilian Petrov, as much as I thought about it. I went with Tomo because Tomo scored some vital goals. He could hit a free kick. He could score from miles out. He had passion, good support for Bruni. Obviously, we think of Alan Thompson, we think of against in Anfield, obviously in Stuttgart as well, scoring against Barcelona at Parkhead. You know, some cracking goals in there, some cracking goals. So Tomo got the other midfielder. So we have two strikers left. Next striker, who's going to be the next striker? The whole "You Never Walk Alone" thing, like obviously the Pill sung it originally, the Jerry and the Pacemakers. But look, we inherited the song and we sing it better than Liverpool do. That's not a bad show. Hesselink, not a bad show. Not a bad show. I don't know yet. I really don't know. I kind of find when I go live with people, they're kind of very immature. I kind of need someone in that can actually talk football. I don't want to see that ceilings. Right, I'll tell you one. I went with Henrik. Why did I not go with Henrik? You know that way. Henrik, top goal scorer in the UEFA Cup, scored in Champions League games. He proved it when he went to Barcelona. Came on in Paris against Arsenal. Changed the game around. Got Belletti the goal. Stuff like that. Obviously Henrik. Someone said Tony Watt. Henrik Larsson, obviously. And the surprising forward. Who do you think I went with the last forward? Do you think I went with Chris Sutton? Do you think I went with John Harton? Did I go with Gary Hooper? Did I go with Lee Griffiths? Did I go with Anthony Stokes? Did I go with any other different strikers? Who did I go with? Who do you think I went with? Did I go with Kenny Miller? Who did I go with? I'd like to see, but I didn't go with Jan Vennegar, unfortunately. I didn't go with Jan Vennegar. Apologies, Jan. Apologies. I didn't go with Moussa Dembele as well. No, it wasn't. Alright, I'll tell you in a second. It's a surprising one. It's a very... No one hasn't even mentioned his name yet. But wait, he can play up front. He can play up front. He's played for Celtic up front in European games. That's a hint. I just can't get enough. Never know. That's not a bad shout. McDonald's. Big Scotty D from Aussie, Australia. That wasn't Edward. No. Edward never scored in a Champions League game for Celtic, so... No. Fuck. No. I'll let you think about it. I'm going to fucking guess something for a second. I'll let you keep whacking out. Not Buck. Jesus, no. Right, I might as well tell you, right? It was Georgia Samaras. People are like, what the fuck? Georgia Samaras? The reason I went with Sammy, as much as I fucking didn't want to go with Sammy, obviously Sammy proved it in Champions League games for Celtic. Scored in the new camp on 2 different occasions. Scored in Benfica, scored in Lisbon. He scored in a couple of playoff rounds. Dynamo Moscow, scored in Israel as well. He scored in so many places for Celtic, you know. And people don't give him the appreciation. Scored against Helsinki as well, Helsingborg. Who else I'm trying to think of? Sammy, who he scored against. Karagandhi as well. I forgot about. He scored the second goal against Karagandhi. Yeah, Sammy was a beast. Sammy was an absolute baller. Like, you know, he always turned up. Exactly, he always turned up for the big games. And obviously, we're going to say, why did I go with Samaras? You know, I preferred him over Sutton because I thought Sammy has pace. He's strong. He's good in the air. He's not. He just runs his socks off. You know, runs his socks off. So Georgia Samaras. So I'm just going to recap. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about. So my Celtic 11 team from the year 2000 to now, 11 would be Fraser Foster in goal, KT left back, Jackie McNamara right back, Bobo Balde, Virgil van Dijk, Scott Brown, I was going to say fucking Scott Brown, Alan Thompson, two bad boys in the midfield, Shunsuke Nakamura, James Forrest on the right, Georgia Samaras as the other striker, and Henrik Larsson. There you go. If you can come up with a better team that could do something like that, do damage like that, you're more welcome. I know a lot of people are going to... There's another team we could do. I could do like fucking... I could do Arthur Borage in goal. Izagire left back. Lustig right back. McManus, Mialbi, or you could go Boyate, Spirchenko. You know, different. You could go with Wanyama, defensive midfielder, with Paul Lambert, Maloney on the right, Paddy McCourt on the left. You know, something different. You know, something different. Obviously, Hooper up front with John or with Chris. You know, something different. You know, it's a good. That's so my full team again. Yes, again. Before I recap, you know, forgot all about Big Ambrose. You know, forgot about Ballon d'Or Ambrose. So Fraser Foster, Tierney, McNamara, VVD, Bobo Alde, Bruni, Thompson, Forrest, Nakamura, Larson, and Samaras. Big Giorgio. But yeah, so I thought I'd do something different. But my team for Sunday, I think Lustig's out, so it's going to be a problem there right back. You could really play Hayes right back if you really want to put him in there. So I'm going to say Bain, KT, Simunovic, Sim the team, as I said before. Sim the team, Oyer. Play Hayes right back. Why not? Like stick him right back. Who's the boss? I don't know who is the boss. Name 3 former Celtic players that were in the Champions League final. Henrik Larsson, Paul Lambert. Let me see the last one. And I'm going to say Victor Wanyama because Wanyama's going to play in the final now. So there's your three players. You know. If I'm right, score on Sunday 2-1. So I'm gonna do a couple of Q&As, right? So you can dash them in the little board. My Doug could beat the entire Prem. I'm sure he could, Robbie. You know. Oh, I meant this year. Oh, Robbo, Van Dijk, and Wanyama. There you go. Don't know what's the flashing for, but best ever Celtic game I've been to is obviously my first one. Atmosphere wise, AC Milan, Celtic, 2007, February 2007, last 16, the Champions League. You never walk alone. Got to meet the players before the game. 2 hours before the game, I got to meet them. No, it was actually 3 hours before the game. I got to meet them. Met Neil Lennon, met Arthur Borage, met Alvander Snow, met Eddie McGeady, Gordon Strachan, Yarosik I met. Did I meet Jan Venegar Hesselink? No, I didn't meet Jan. Trying to think defensive, anyone I met Darren O'Day. Yeah, so that's what I think. Celtic, you just never walk alone, just got it to me. Unbelievable. Who you want for manager? Bring me in as a manager. Just bring me in, I'll do the job, you know. I'll show them how it is, you know. I'm only joking. I think Lenny, realistically, they're going to probably go with Lenny. I love Neil Lennon and all, but my heart's telling me that he's not the man to bring us forward. He's the man to bring us forward for 10 in a row, but he's not the man that will get us into European football. That's my honest opinion. I don't think he's going to fight hard enough with the board to get the right funds, to get the right players in, track the right names. I know obviously the league is not the greatest league in the world, but our advantage is we have money there, we have an amazing stadium, we have a big fan base, use them all, Favourite ballad? Don't know, to be honest with you, I don't really. I did indeed see Liverpool. Congratulations Liverpool as well, Yeah, congratulations to them. Let me see. Oh, at the Borage, the holy goalie, he hates the Huns. He blessed himself in Ibrox and the Huns went off the nuts. He's off his fucking rocker and he said God bless the Pope. Oh, at the Borage, the holy goalie. Yeah, I don't see, honestly. The only way, as I said this before to you, and I say this, I'll repeat this again. Lennon needs to do 3 things to get this job before they attract himself to get the job for the end of the season. To get that probation period passed, he needs to beat the Huns on Sunday. He needs to start getting better performances, a better style of football. I'm not saying the performances are the worst, but better standard of football, because all these 1-0ers and 0-all draws, and they're not doing it for him. I know that obviously he got a good result against Aberdeen, but his 2 performances already been against Aberdeen in the cup semi-final and then on Saturday. So, but Mourinho, I found that Mourinho obviously been negative play since he went back to Chelsea the second term, but I think he needs the right club to make him feel at home. I think he needs that because he's gone through a lot of shit recently, that way, but I'd like to see Mourinho come. I think he attract a few good players. I get to understand Jose Mourinho has managed one of the amazing footballers: Ronaldo, Lampard, Terry, Hazard, Diego Milito, Samuel Eto'o, Zanetti, Julio Cesar, all these big players, big players, Samuel Eto'o, there you go, just, Benzema, Sergio Ramos, Iker Casillas, these, if Mourinho can manage players like that and win 2 Champions Leagues, 2 UEFA Cups, win 3 Premier Leagues, win the Serie A, win the La Liga, win the Coppa del Rey, win the Coppa Italy, win the Italian Cup, people are really not thinking into this. They're not really thinking into it. They're just thinking, Mourinho's just negative, CV proves that he's good enough. We're just going to, at the end of the day, whoever does come in, we're going to have to welcome them. We're just going to have to see, this is a rebuilding season. People are being greedy fuckers saying, let's go for quadruple treble. Give it a rest. Give it a fucking rest. Let's just get the league. If we do well in the cups, we do well. Just give it a rest, and we're going to lose games, and it's the truth. We're going to lose a couple of games, and you're going to have to accept it. We might not lose games, but I'm just down with it. I'm not going to accept that we're going to do well. It's a building season. Exactly. You won the Champions League with Porto. You won the treble with Porto. You won the treble with Porto. You won the treble with Inter Milan as well. No, don't sell Rodic. Don't sell him. Definitely not. Man City. Fuck Man City. Fuck the Manx. Jesus, Celtic Eds, calm down with all these questions. Jesus, I'm sick of answering that Lennon and Brendan question. I've touched on it about 10,000 times, so I'm not answering it again. Martin O'Neill back. To be honest with you, I think Martin O'Neill is more negative football than Jose Mourinho. How's it going? The reason why I'm saying that is because obviously I'm a Republic of Ireland man. I've been to Ireland games, him and Keane, and I know that Forest at the moment. Football is shite. Martin O'Neill, amazing football at Aston Villa, amazing football at Celtic, amazing football at Leicester, winning League Cups at Leicester and stuff like that. But I wouldn't take Martin O'Neill back. I think he's done his time at Celtic, and we're grateful we got treble with Martin. We got to European Cup final. Liverpool all day, Gary. Liverpool all day. Obviously, all my family are Liverpool fans, you know. As much as ourselves, there is a bit of English love, English football love, you know. It's a commercial fucking league now at this rate. You know, we don't, like, at the end of the day, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, City, all our fans are, most of our fans are not passionate. They don't have a clue what the history is about. They don't have a clue what songs to sing. Wrong, Liverpool fans were terrific last night in Anfield, fair enough. But it's just it's gone to a commercial league now. It's just I just don't understand it anymore, you know, that way. So Martin O'Neill, no thanks, I wouldn't bring him back. He's done his time with Celtic, and we're all grateful. 2005 he won us the Scottish Cup. We lost out unfortunately to the Huns, Helicopter Sunday, but Martin was a good manager for us. Scott Brown one day is the manager, fucking sure right. Scott Brown is the manager one day, defo. Never know, he might take the reins over after them. What's your favourite Celtic goal ever scored? Like being there, or actually just watching it in general, like, because we have, I could try to do a top 10 Celtic goals that I've watched, you know, like, it'd be tough. So, you know, don't know what's going on with the flashing on this, but I do apologise. Being there, seeing that my favourite Celtic goal would have to be, I know this sounds ridiculous, but it'd probably have to be Barry Robson's penalty against the Huns 2008. I just think that was an entertaining game. The way he just smashed it down the middle, I just loved it. I didn't think he was going to put in the back of the goal, but yeah. But look, I'll let you think about. I want to let you think about this. Give me his top 5 European goals Celtic has scored in Europe. So you can go for your likes of Nakamura against Manchester United, your Jarosik against Shakhtar Donetsk. You go for your McManus against or your Scott McDonald against AC Milan, your McManus against AC Milan, your Tony Watt, your Henrik Larsson against Boavista, your Henrik Larsson headers against Porto. Just think about it. You know, Wanyama's header against Barcelona, James Forrest's goal against pick 5. Just pick 5. Just think about it. Just obviously Donati was a cracker. Marcelo's goal was a cracker that night, 2007. How can I not forget? I was actually at that game. Yeah. Tony Watt it was an amazing goal, but John Hart's against Liverpool was better for me. I just thought John's technique, taking around Didi Hamann, boof. No one said Dembele's goal against Man City. Paddy Roberts against Man City. You know, these are goals. You know, these are memorable moments. You know. No one said no one bringing back the retro jersey. But anyways, I'm gonna do a couple of shout outs. Jeez, I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna jump off and come back on for a second. I'll be back in a second, folks. McGregor against Zenit is a cracker, and Sutton against Juve the second goal. Oh, cracker. I'll be back in a minute.